everyone. I'm Jitendra Singh Daya. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Miss Tanya Pradhan. She has done BTech in Electronics and Communication, and she is the founder of Anvesha Shop by Tanya, which is into artificial jewelry, oxidized and non-oxidized both. And also she is having home furnishing range as well. She is an IT professional by profession and an entrepreneur by passion. The idea of running her own business came to her mind in 2020, exactly when the coronavirus hit the world badly. She never had an appetite for business, but now she is a proud business owner. Do what makes you happy and have patience are two core strengths of her. And she always believed in learning something that really runs in her mind, and that is healthy competition. The only thing she wants to write and speak about herself is the positivity, positive thinking, and about her future. Sometimes she is scared but motivated too at the same time. Today she will be discussing about her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome, Tanya. The platform is open, and now over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Daya. Thank you, Mr. Daya, for inviting me, and I'm really thankful for this. So, I started my business in 2020, and I actually came live in 2021 last year.
Wonderful.
As you have already mentioned that I am into a business of oxidized jewelry and
Right.
non-oxidized jewelry as well. And apart from this, we are also into like home furnishing items like bed sheets, cushion covers, and soon we are also planning to go into women apparels as well, and where we'll be keeping a stock of like women kurtis, plazos, and some kind of chicken curry items as well. I really like chicken curry items personally, so I
Right.
want to keep a stock of those items in my inventory. And
Wonderful.
so as I am I am an IT professional by profession, but I always wanted to be a businesswoman.
Right.
So although I did not get a start, I didn't get enough what should I say, like knowledge on how to start your business and all, because
Okay.
I have no one in my family who is into business. So I actually I researched many
Like
things on
first
YouTube,
time,
on
first time
web.
exploring things, kind of a
Yes, yes.
startup.
So apart from this oxidized, non-oxidized jewelry and home furnishing thing, I'm also planning to keep a stock of women apparels like women kurti, plazos, especially some chicken curry items as well, because I personally like chicken curry items. So I have some plans in my mind that I want to implement in coming 2 years at least, and so so basically, yeah, this is what I am doing right now, and I have some plans in coming future.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So if I ask about you, how did your past life affected the person who you are and what you wanted to be in your life?
Okay. So I okay. So let me tell you that I'm from a middle class family. My father is a serviceman. My mother used to work when we were young, but when we grew up, she was not doing well. Although she's fine now, but she was not doing well. She was not very healthy. So she stopped working. She left her job. She was a teacher in school, and she
Okay.
took tuitions as well. Yeah. So the only earner in my family was my father. And when so I completed my BTech in 2010. Then I started working. My salary was just 10,000 at that moment,
Okay.
and we were living in Mathura, and but my job was in Gurgaon, so it was not easy to survive there. You have to pay for your
Mhm.
PG, you have to pay for your conveyance, then for food as well. So surviving in 10,000 is
Was
still.
little difficult.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes. So then after 1 year, I resigned from my job. I was not feeling very comfortable. To be honest, I was not very serious about my job. Yeah. So I was not very confident about my job that time, and so I resigned.
Hmm.
I did not think about my family or about how I'll survive in my coming future. So after 8 months, and I rejoined a company. I resumed my work, to be honest, from another company, which was a robotics company. I started as a senior marketing executive there, which was
Okay.
not my field, but I started somehow. And the funniest part is that my salary was 6,500 only, and that job was in Noida. So
Okay.
my PG rent was 4,000, and out of 6,500, I was left with only 2,500 rupees for a month, and out of which I had to pay for the convenience fee,
Transportation.
transportation, everything was there. But yes, I survived. I survived, and after 1 year, I started my IT career from a company, and then I worked there for for eight years in IT company, and then I realized that to be independent, um, it is very important to earn on your own. You cannot just depend on your father, on your mother to
Right.
help you with your expenses and all. If you have some requirements, then you should earn, and you should buy those things for yourself. So then I came up with this idea of doing my own business, and since then I am the only thing in my on my mind is to run my own business, and I think I am on it. I am going to do something for sure in coming years.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That is so great. If I talk about the things you are passionate about in your life, what are those things?
Okay, so first thing that I want to own a home, uh, my own house. I want to give my child a better future. This is what I want. My parents tried their best, and they gave their best. Honestly, that's why I'm here.
Right. Right.
So so I am really passionate about giving a wonderful future to my kid, and I want to support. I want to be a person who is emotionally strong enough. I should not be a kind of person who is not emotionally very strong, or who is like, um, I am not. I'm not willing to deal with any situation, or I should give up. No, I don't want to be a kind of person.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so these are the two main things that I am passionate about in my life.
Right. So if I talk about your work and experience, something you have already shared, like what have you have done in your life.
Yeah.
How was your career look like? Like what was your challenges there? What are the things you were like excited during your work? So that ways, like how you managed those years and how you like enjoyed those working years.
Okay. So initial 3 years of my career were very challenging. Challenging because I was not serious about my job. I was not aware how your life can be without having enough amount in your hand. Earning money is very important. When I restarted my career from from an IT company, after those 3 years, I think I started enjoying my work.
Okay.
And but yes, apart from enjoying my work, I think I was always appreciated for my work. People always appreciated me, that how I work, and I they always used to say that I am a smart worker. I'm not a hard worker. I was always a kind of person who cannot sit for 8 hours continuously on your desk. I was not a kind
Okay.
of person. Yeah, if I have a work that needs to be submitted on time, that work was always submitted on time. I never delayed anything, and I was always good in communicating things. my clients appreciated me a lot. So I think my after those 3 years, my remaining experience was very good.
Okay, so what exactly like you were doing in IT?
Okay, so I was a quality analyst, and apart from doing all the audits of of your environment, I was also a lead of a team which was you say the team who monitors everything. If there is something wrong in your environment, then you have a team that notifies the other senior teams. So I was a lead. I managed that team. The team was of 9 or 10 members that time.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So now, if I talk about your vision, mission, and goal in your life for next 5 to 10 years, what would that be?
Okay, so I want to establish my business. I after at least after 5 years, I do not want to think that I am not uh, a person that I wanted to be in those 5 years. So I think I want to establish my business, and after 5 years, what I want to think is that okay, I have achieved this, but now I should make some more plans to expand my business. So
Okay,
this is what yeah, vision, aim, and goal is.
so you want to establish your business like at a decent level so that
Yes,
you can further grow to
yes,
like maybe to new markets or maybe with the new range of products.
yes, definitely,
Right, right.
exactly.
Wonderful. Wonderful. If I talk about the most important life lessons or learnings you have been through in your life from your personal and professional experiences, so what are those things you have learned there?
Okay, so first thing is that my parents suffered a lot. They
Mhm.
gave their best to us, and the important thing is that they never tried to put their responsibilities on me or my brother. We are two siblings, and they never tried to put their responsibilities, or they never expected us to
Mhm.
earn for them because they
Right,
have done it. So I think when parents give you wings to fly, you should not misuse them. You should you
Mhm.
should understand that freedom, and you should be able to analyze yourself. The important thing is that you should work on yourself first.
Right, right.
You
That's it. That is really important.
Yes. So when you actually start working on yourself, I think that's it. That's the only thing a person can achieve in life, and
Right.
then everything is just on its way. So I have started working on myself honestly, and I whenever I feel stressed, or whenever I feel low, I just I just think about my parents, how they managed, and uh, how they were how they were trying to give their best to us, how they
Mhm.
were like our children should
The
not
kind
suffer
of
because
challenges they have faced in their life to like
yes,
make things available to you and your brother.
yes. So there were no support they were getting at that time, but they still did it. My
Mhm.
brother is also a BTech graduate. He's working in a good company,
Okay,
and yeah, and I've started my business, so it's all because of my parents. So I think uh, this is it. This is what I
wonderful,
have achieved, what I've learned. Yeah,
wonderful. So this is kind of new beginning you have just started, and you have a lot
exactly.
more to do on to it.
That yeah, exactly. That's right.
So if I talk about you or any other women, so like how to balance your personal and professional life, being a mother and a working woman and having a family.
Okay, so I have a kid. He's 11 months. He'll be 11 months this month. So he's going to be a 1 year kid next month.
Okay.
So managing your work along with your uh, family is not easy. I would not say that men don't understand this. There are men who cooperate with their wives, with their with their kids and all, but there are people who don't understand that, who don't who don't really cooperate with the other person. So
Right.
I am really thankful to my husband. He does night shifts as well. He is into technical field, and he's also in IT, and he does rotational shifts as well. So he, without his support, I don't think that I could achieve what I have achieved
Right.
actually. So when your kid is young, when your kid is like initial 6 months are very challenging. You
Correct.
don't get enough sleep. You have to wake up in every 2 hours, and you have to feed your kid. You have to take care of yourself as well. So the time was actually very challenging, and now I am into a smooth phase, to be honest, and that's because of my husband.
Right.
Supports me well, and yeah, with his support I think I am able to manage my professional and my personal life together in a good way.
Wonderful.
And one more, yeah, and one more thing, that whenever I feel stressed, I think what I have started doing is I take a nap, I take some rest, I give some time to myself, I keep myself calm, and I think, and then I again get up. That's very important. I was not this kind of person. If I talk about like 2 years back, I was not a person who I am today. But yes, now I take some time to understand things, and then I act accordingly.
Wonderful.
Okay, so it is very important to manage your personal life with your professional life. I have a kid. He'll be 1 year next month,
Okay.
and yeah. So while he's awake, you cannot do anything else. That's for sure.
Right.
So
Right.
you cannot fix his timings. You cannot imagine when he's hungry, or if uh, when he's going to sleep, or when he's going to cry, when he's going to smile, when he wants to play. You cannot fix
Right.
that schedule. So when he's awake, you have to be there. So family support is really important, and if you have that, I think that should not be a challenge to achieve what you want in life.
Right.
And
Right.
so if I talk about myself, I think family support is there. My husband's support is there, and I what I try to do is that when my child sleeps, I try to make a plan, and when he sleeps, I implement that thing, because that's the only time when you can do something. Because
Right.
your sleep is also important. Your rest is also important. Your body should rest, and you should take a sleep for at least 8 hours minimum, which is not possible when you have a young kid. But yes,
Right.
I at least have to take a sleep for at least 5 to 6 hours, not in a not a continuous sleep, but yes, in breaks I try to get that. And people say that when your child sleeps, you should also sleep with your child. That's not possible. That's a myth. Don't follow that. I'll say that
That's not
to
possible
everyone.
all the times, but definitely in night you have to. Like that is the only
Yes,
way you can
yes,
manage your sleep as well.
exactly. And yes, uh, while working on your schedule, I think you should also work on your child's schedule as well. I'm not saying that you have to put your thinking on your kid. That's not possible, and you should not do that. Not at least for
Yeah.
2 years.
Hmm.
Let just your child do what he or she wants to do.
Hmm.
But yes, putting him to sleep early in the night, I think that's not a bad idea. Just
Hmm.
try to follow that schedule. I think it should not be a challenge, but we say that we always try to tell people that do this, do that. That's not possible. Everyone
Correct.
manages their work according to their their availability or their
Hmm.
situation. So it's just a thing that I am doing at the moment. So
Initial
that's it.
two
That's how
years
I.
are really tough actually.
Yes, that's
Hmm.
yes, actually. So I'm
Hmm.
waiting for next 1 year as well, and after after that, I'm waiting that my kid will start
Hmm.
going to kindergarten. He'll
Yeah,
introduce
then you would be able to
some.
manage better. But since he is below two, this is the time when you are managing your time according to your son's time. This is one thing.
Yes,
Then, when he is sleeping or when he is engaged with the other family members, you are trying to pull
yes,
out that time to execute your things. That is really
Exactly.
wonderful. And I think most women are doing in the same fashion. They are
Yes.
taking time out wherever possible, and they are putting things
Yes.
in place, trying to put things in place. And
Yeah.
for women who are getting support from family, that is really wonderful, because family people managing the kid for some time would be a great relief. You can do
Yes.
something on that point in time. So
Exactly. Exactly. I just want.
it's kind of
Uh,
overall activity. Your engagement is equally important, as
yes.
the family engagement is also
Yeah.
equally important.
Yes. Yes. You're right.
Right. So, if I talk about further on this, like what are the challenges you face when having a young child and managing your work also? Like one is the timings, which is
Yeah.
not in sync. So, apart from that, are there other challenges as well?
Uh, okay. So yes, at times what happens that my at this age kids start, they start teething. So my kid has also started teething, and in this phase, kids don't usually feel very comfortable. They feel
Mhm.
irritated at times, and so this is the time when suppose I have planned something for tomorrow. I have a interview scheduled for tomorrow at this particular time, and and I am not sure whether I'll be able to attend that interview or not.
Ah, right.
Or my yeah, so so that's actually something very challenging, and that you or your family cannot plan.
Correct. Correct.
So yeah, so that so I think that that's when my husband comes into picture, and he
Hmm.
takes that responsibility, and yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this is all that support that I need at this moment,
Right.
and that's it. So honestly, managing your personal life with your professional life is not an easy task.
Hmm.
People don't usually understand this concept, but this is very important.
And
You
more
cannot mix your.
importantly, if I talk about health issues of the kid and the mother, that is also one important thing which we have not talked yet, but it is still a very important thing, because
Yes.
if you are not healthy, you would not be able to manage your kids' health. So you have to be
Yeah.
healthy first, and kids' health is equally important. If something is missing out there, then the kind of problem he or she may have would bother everyone in the house. So it is so it
Mr.
is
Day, you
really
know it better
important.
than me.
I have two kids, like
Oh, that's great.
now grown up,
Okay.
but have experience with that. And we have one small kid in family, 1.5 year
Oh,
old. So,
okay.
like managing them is again was a challenge for all of us. But
Yeah.
kind of experience you gain from your experience,
Yes.
like these kind of challenges.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have explained everything now.
Thank you. And from my experience also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now moving again onto your aspect, like on your life, how you managing things. So I want to know whether you are an introvert or an extrovert while facing your audience, and what are the pluses or minuses or challenges you like feel like, or positive things about like your style of working.
Okay. So before coming into this business, I cannot say that I was an extrovert. I was a kind of person whose circle is very small. Like, I still have friends, like uh, a very small circle of 5 to 10 people,
Okay.
and yeah, but yes, I have learned how to socialize, how
Mm.
to explore people, how to participate in gatherings, and I think I have started loving these things now.
Right.
So to if I want to expand my business, if I want to achieve something in coming future, then I have to be an
Be an
extrovert.
extrovert. You have to meet people.
Yes,
You have to like be a people's person.
exactly, that's right. So
Wonderful.
I think I'm on my way now.
exploring
Yeah.
and like experiencing new things.
Yes, and I'm enjoying that thing, honestly.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you have already mentioned that your husband, your parents have supported you, but still, I'd like to
Yes.
know more what kind of support they did, how they supported you, and what you were expecting from them. So on that part.
Okay. So honestly, when a girl marries and leaves her home, she uh, she misses her mother badly. So when I got married and when I came into this house, my in-laws' house, my husband, I obviously I was not expecting my mother-in-law to be like my mother. It was just a general thinking. I won't say that, but to be honest, my mother-in-law took a very good care of me
Hmm.
when I delivered a baby. Actually, last year we all had COVID, and
Okay.
my husband, yeah, he suffered badly.
Okay.
It was, yeah, by God's grace, he is doing well now, but the situation was worse. I was 8 months pregnant. I also got infected, and my mother-in-law was also infected. My father-in-law was also infected.
Okay.
My mother-in-law, I think she behaved like a god that time. She did
Hmm.
her best, and
Right.
yeah, she didn't she actually never asked me to do anything here.
And that was
She
really
always
a
say
bad time. Like you being a sick, you
yes,
cannot do anything. And other
yes,
peoples are also sick in the family. They are also not able to do things properly. It was kind of
yes, exactly.
big challenge, big time challenge.
Yes. So my husband was actually he was not in his senses that time. I
Okay.
and just because I was pregnant and I was not in a situation to continue my work or to continue
Hmm.
taking care of myself, she did it.
Right.
My father-in-law did it. He was also infected, but he did it. I mean,
Hmm.
like without their support, I really don't think I would have achieved what I have achieved till date, and of course my parents as well, but I don't live with my parents anymore here. So
Hmm.
it's all because of my family who is here. I am doing what what I want to do, and I think that's why I'm here. That's why I have plans in my mind to achieve something in my coming future.
Wonderful.
It's
Hmm.
only because of support. Yeah, it's only because of support.
Correct. Without support,
Yeah,
it is difficult to achieve those things in life. And I must say,
difficult.
COVID have been really bad, but to some extent, it has done something good also, like helping
Exactly,
families unite, supporting
exactly.
each
Yes,
other was kind of a learning which we were missing for quite a long time.
yes, yes,
So it
yes.
has
That's right.
like helped to build those kind of gaps, bridge those kind of
Yes,
gaps. So on that part,
exactly.
few things are good, but we have seen so many people lost their life. So many families still miss their family members. So
Yeah,
that was also like other aspect of COVID, positive, negative both.
exactly. Exactly.
Right,
Yes.
right. So if I talk about the kind of people you get inspired from, or maybe some other things, so and motivation too. So what are the things keep you motivated and inspired?
Okay. So first thing is my mother. First person is my mother, of course. Because when we were very young, I remember that my father was not well, and my mother kept on, she kept on supporting us. She took tuitions. She used to go to houses for,
Right.
taking tuitions, and also she supported us that way. And then
Ah.
when I grew up, I think I always motivated myself to achieve something in life.
Hmm.
I then I when I came into this business, I started looking into some Facebook pages and some Instagram pages where I used to see like the business women how they are doing and how they motivate others. So I think
Right.
women, I think they inspire me a lot, especially those who know what is self care, who know what is self love, and who know how to be independent in their lives. They motivate me a lot.
This is really important. Like you should be self-caring. You should be
Yes,
self-motivated. You should be self-aware, and more
yes,
importantly, you should be self-dependent too.
yes.
Really wonderful. So if I talk about your take on success, how you feel that success should be to you, what you feel like, how what things would happen in your life so that you would start feel that you are a successful person, something like that.
Okay. So for me, my take on success is like if I am happy with my family
Hmm.
without having any issues, without expecting anything from my family, without having any expectations,
Right,
honestly. So I think that's something very important. I am on a path where I want to achieve something, but I am honestly I don't expect anyone to um, to help me in any ways. I'm getting support, which is wonderful, and that's why
uh,
I am clear about my goals. But yes, simultaneously I am clear in my mind that I should not expect anything from anyone, not even from my kid or not even from my husband. That's the
mhm.
only way I can achieve something in my life.
Right,
So yes, so I think I first thing that I should be happy with what I do. I should be happy with my family. I should not expect anything from anyone, and I think that's something I would phrase as a take on success for myself.
right. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now we are moving on to the last question. Any message,
Okay.
advice you would like to make to our audience, viewers, and listeners?
Okay. So this advice is for everyone, be it a woman or a man. Uh, Give time to yourself. Think about you, about your future. Don't
Right,
think that you are the only person who has to take responsibility of everything. No, you don't have to. You should be
right,
happy. You should be happy. You should know how to love yourself. Start loving yourself. Do
correct.
what you want to do. There are people who want to achieve so many things in their lives, but they cannot. I mean, they can, but they don't, because they think that they are engaged somewhere else. I think responsibilities are everywhere. You cannot just run away from any responsibility in life, but
Correct,
you
correct.
should know how to manage yourself, love yourself, how to care for yourself. I think that's the important thing for everyone.
Right. This is really
Yeah.
important.
Yes.
So, like,
Self love. Yeah.
yes. So until unless you know yourself, you like work closely with yourself, you would not be able to do things, other things in a right and like best way.
Yes, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to say.
So it was really amazing hearing from you about so many things. I really enjoyed our conversation and looking forward to hearing more from you soon. Thank you so much, Tanya, for your time. It was really wonderful talking to you.
Thank you, Mr. Daya. Thank you, and I'm also looking forward to connect with you
Sure,
in my future as for more
sure.
discussion.
And
Thank you
I
so
will
much.
also share your website and social media links so that people can be in touch with you,
Okay.
see your products, and like they can buy that from there also. And
Okay.
so, guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.
Thank you, everyone.